And with just 135 days to go until the Iowa caucuses, Democratic presidential candidate Cory Booker is asking for a major boost from his supporters in order to keep in the race for president. In a series of tweets this morning, Booker said bluntly he needs nearly $2 million in the next 10 days to remain competitive. CNN's Jessica Dean standing by with the New Jersey senator. Jessica?
Hi, Martin. That's right. We're here with Senator Cory Booker, who was dancing there just a second ago. I want to talk to you about what you're saying to your supporters today. $1.7 million by the end of the month. That's a big ask. Do you think you can get there? And why do you think it matters you stay in this race?
Well, first and foremost, we have run a race to win. I'm not in this for some endeavor of ego. We have said from the beginning we're going to be in this race if we can win it. And right now, look, we're here in Iowa. We're the #1 endorsed campaign by state legislators and state elected officials of any campaign. We're building a campaign to win. But we're now into the fourth quarter of the year. And if we can't continue our growth, then we're not going to have a campaign to win. And I don't think people should be in this race if they can't win. I'm in this race to win the nomination and beat Donald Trump. And so this is a decisive moment for our campaign. If you believe in my voice and want it on the stage, want it part of this process, if you believe in me as the nominee, this is the time. Because if we can't raise this $1.7 million, we're going to have to make the tough decisions that I think any campaign that doesn't have a pathway to victory should make.
And are you prepared to drop out if you can't get there?
I believe that people will respond. I believe that, look, we're here right now. We've been in this race. In fact, if you take a step back, the 4 top fundraisers in this campaign, we're running a better campaign with dollars because we're competing with them right now with fractions of the resources that they have. And so I want to stay in this race, and if people believe that, please don't look at this as a point where we're going to say goodbye to Cory. Keep me in this race. Please help us by going to CoryBooker.com.
And respectfully, there are a lot of fundraising emails out there that people get, or words from candidates that are like, if I don't make X money, I'm out, or that's a dire situation, and it's these very stark terms. But you said this is real. This is not some plea for money. You said there is no courage without vulnerability. You're trying to give people a look inside your campaign. So this is a actual dire situation for your campaign.
It is we decided when we looked at budget numbers over this week that we cannot continue a winning campaign into the fourth quarter where you need to hire up, where you need to do ads. There's so many things that you have to do to win. So far, we've positioned ourselves to win this election. Right now, on so many metrics on the ground, we're running a great election to win, but we can't continue this without more support. I won't continue this unless I can look people in the eye and say we have a chance to win it. And so if you believe in me, this is the time to help, because if without it, we shouldn't be in this race.
Breaking news at this hour. Flights operated by the British travel operator Thomas Cook have been cancelled, leaving hundreds of thousands of tourists around the world scrambling to find a way home. Last-minute negotiations to keep the financially strapped company afloat failed, forcing its collapse. Cherise Pham is in Hong Kong. She joins us now with more. This is a historic 178-year-old company, I think, and it's now gone under.
That's right. Thomas Cook has filed for bankruptcy protection. The steps are going to be taking place. They, of course, wanted to do this on Sunday night, UK time, so they could avoid the calamity that could hit the stock markets on Monday morning. So this will be triggering an effect whereby they'll be applying to go through the steps, to go through bankruptcy. But the biggest thing you're saying and pointing out there is that this is a huge deal for any tourist out there who has booked their vacation or their flight through Thomas Cook. This is leaving potentially 160,000 British nationals stranded overseas, and it will likely trigger the largest ever peacetime repatriation of British nationals.
And how are they going to get them? I understand that the Civil Aviation Authority is stepping in, and they're basically going to go get these people.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The CAAC has said that they already have a few plans in place. The British government has confirmed to CNN that some aircraft are already being flown to holiday destinations as part of this operation, so British tourists can be brought back home starting from Monday. So that'll be tomorrow UK time, already Monday here in Hong Kong as well. We'll be also watching the stock markets because China Fosun International Group, a major conglomerate in China, is the largest stakeholder in Thomas Cook, and they have already started trading, and they are trading slightly down on the open, Michael.
Yeah, because I guess a lot of people thought this was coming. I mean, they've been teetering for a while. What triggered it falling over? I mean, I think they asked for a government bailout. The government said, no, we're not going to do that. What was the cause?
What triggered it was that lenders were asking Thomas Cook to pretty much come up with 200 million pounds now to service their debt. That's about $250 million. Thomas Cook applied to the government for some relief, basically saying, look, can you help us out? Can you maybe give us 200 million pounds so we can sort of take care of this creditor problem on our back right away? Of course, this is a very small number compared to the larger debt problem that Thomas Cook has on its books. Clearly, those talks collapsed overnight, and that's why we have this bankruptcy filing happening now. But what's interesting, Michael, too, is that this repatriation operation that's going to be deployed, which is called Operation Matterhorn, that will cost much more than the 200 million pounds that Thomas Cook needed to stay afloat. That operation is estimated to come in at $750 million.